People don't realise that having autism is more difficult than you think. They see people who have autism and think, oh yes, their life is easy. They're better overall in a lot of things, they're more intelligent, and they get extra support as well. But there are so many different reasons why having autism is really hard, and I personally know this as someone who has autism. People who have autism lack social skills, social cues, and find it really challenging in social environments. Not all people who have autism are like this, but pretty much most people are like this. And the people who have autism who aren't like this are the ones who are the complete opposite and just constantly talk. Growing up when you have autism can be challenging because you start to realise that everyone is different from you. People are different around you than they are with other people, even if you have the exact same personality. You slowly start to get less and less friends because people don't want to hang around the weird one in the group. I have been one who has experienced this, and I know how that feels, and it can be heartbreaking that no one wants to hurt you, but all you got to do is you got to pick yourself back up, and you have to try and find some new people who you can bond with. Luckily, people are becoming more and more aware of autism because there are more articles about it, there are more teachers of autism, there are people talking about it, and that is one of the reasons why I started this page as well, was because I wanted to share my life with autism and I wanted to teach it to the world so that everyone understands it. When you first get your first job when you have autism, this completely blows your mind and you're like, I did not expect it to be like this. This has happened to me before, and with all the jobs that I've had, it's really been a shock to my system because I thought, oh well, this was more social than I thought, this was less social than I thought. This happens to me, so much of the jobs that I've had, and it happens to the other people that I know who have autism. When you are trying to fit into work life with autism, it can be very, very challenging. It was with the job that I'm at now. I'm in hospitality, customer service, and when I first joined this paid job, it was very challenging for me, and it did help me though. It helped me gain my social confidence, and it made me flip my life around and become a better person, a more social person. But at the start, socially, it was very hard for me because at my previous jobs it was a little bit social but not that much, but this is basically going from 25 to 100 in one job. If you are someone who has autism, or if you are a parent or a sibling of someone with autism who hasn't had a job yet, you don't need to worry about this because this doesn't happen with every job. You can find some jobs which are a tiny bit social, like a 2 out of 10 social. You don't need to find one that is 10 out of 10 social straight away for the first job. My first one that I was at was quite social, but it was with people that I knew. I knew everyone who worked there. I did because they were family or family friends. And the second job I was at it was quite quiet. It was for most of it. But now the third job that I've been at, it was very social. And that was very challenging the first period for me, but the more that I was at that job, the better it got for me. Something that I have struggled with while having autism, and I know some people have as well, is feeling like society ignores you and doesn't pay attention to you. This can happen to a lot of people who have autism. They can feel like they are invisible because people don't include them in as much stuff, and they feel like they are not doing well in life. Now, if you are feeling like this, you do not have to worry because everyone develops at their own pace. Some people start their developing journey at 14, some people start it at 19, some people start it at 25, some people start it at 40. It doesn't matter what age you start it at, as long as you start and you try and improve every single day and get to the end destination and the end goal. Something which a lot of people who have autism struggle with is feeling like they are constantly being judged. In the past, I've constantly felt like this. I feel like I've been judged for what I've been wearing, what I look like, my haircut, my personality. But slowly over time, these negative thoughts have gone out my brain. Occasionally, I still feel like this now, but not as much as before. And if you are someone, or if you know someone who is like this, you're going to have to try and to persuade yourself or trying to persuade them that this will become better and all these negative thoughts will go away, because you got to think about this quote: the world doesn't care about what you do because they are worrying about themselves. This quote has helped me a lot because I have realised that the world just doesn't care about me that much. People are worrying about themselves instead of worrying about others, and this will help you go along your journey and develop into a better and stronger person. If you are neurodivergent, or if you know someone who is, then make sure to subscribe to my channel down below, like this video, make sure to comment what you thought about this video, and if you want to see more from me, there will be a link to my latest video in the description, the first link in the description. If you want to know what I think about in my autistic brain, there'll be a video right there. This is everything that I think about on a daily basis, and there'll be a video right there saying what my routine is like as someone who has autism and how having a routine changed my life and made myself a better person. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.